So far this week, we've seen Michael conquer his fear of heights and Natalie tackle her fear of small spaces. So today, it's my turn. And last, but certainly not least, I'm sharing my own scary experience of ghost hunting. It looks like something straight out of a Hollywood horror film, but it's a very real scene in Calvert.
It's supposed to be a family plot of a family named Orvis, Louisa Bush Orvis and D.A. Orvis. I think his spirit is wandering around out here myself.
Casey Unger with the Final Crossing Paranormal Research Society doesn't know exactly why that is, but she has a pretty good idea.
The vault was broken into, the bones were stolen and everything, and when you tend to have desecration at any place of final resting, it tends to increase your paranormal activity.
Casey and her team have the evidence to prove it.
We got really bizarre photographs.
That's not all, though.
And I was asking, are there any children here? I'm speaking to the spirits of the children, and it clearly said the children left.
It's a little tricky to make out at first, so here it is one more time. Did you just get goosebumps? Me too. That's why, before I joined them on this ghost hunting journey, I needed a few words of wisdom from the team about how to prepare myself.
Working in the psychiatric field, I can truly say that it's the living that are much more destructive.
Usually when it comes to spirits, they're not looking to hurt you, they're just looking to get you away from them.
Now that I'm armed with that advice, along with my official paranormal research hat, and a good luck charm courtesy of one of the ghost hunters himself, against my better judgment, here we go.
It tends to get really wild at dusk out here, so we'll see.
It didn't take long.
First rattle out of the box, here we go.
While we didn't get any visual evidence on camera of the young ghost, their presence was definitely felt.
First thing I felt was something brushed my arm, and the hair on my arm stood, and I got goosebumps. Then I felt something like doing that on my little finger.
That happens a lot. And it always happens to the people who have children. You know, there's a lot of typhoid, yellow fever, deaths. And I think whatever it is out here and is looking for its parents or something.
They spend most of their hunt trying to speak with these lost souls.
Walk around, I say what my name is, I ask them what their name is, how old are you, stuff like that. Do you want to talk to me again?
It's the kind of thing Casey Unger lives for.
I guess you would say it's kind of an adrenaline rush.
As for me,
Tell us your name.
well, not so much.
Is it bad that I don't want them to answer?
While they seem cool, calm, and collected, even these experienced paranormal professionals get a little shaken up out here every now and then.
We've seen shadow figures out here. We thought there were people out here, and there weren't. And that's a little sobering.
To help things from getting to be simply too much to handle, they occasionally throw in some humor when chatting with the other side.
Mr. Singleton, it's not kindly of a Southern gentleman to ignore a lady.
I, for one, am glad they decided to ignore this lady, choosing not to communicate with me directly. But nonetheless, I can say I did it. I faced my fear. I went ghost hunting, and I survived. I may never sleep again, but at least I survived. In Calvert.
Give us a sign.
Kristen, News 3.